So here we are exposing Regis Prograis. But we're actually going to start off with something very good. A jab to the chest. A front jab to the chest. That was really good by Regis Prograis. In the first round, he moved a lot, feints a lot. And that was pretty much his key to victory, was a lot of feints. Because if you see, Devin goes for it. Here we are in the round two. And like I said, he does go for the feints. He falls for the feints. But this is what I did not like from Regis Prograis the whole entire fight. Him not breaking the distance. You see that jab? See, he even jabs when he doesn't move. So if you were to draw a line where his front foot is at, it doesn't go forward. He'll throw a jab and it doesn't go forward. Matter of fact, the jab, it comes so far from the back foot. Now let me show you what I mean from that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the footwork here. When he goes for a jab, it's gonna be from the back foot, very predictable on forward. You see that? How he throws from the back foot and puts all his weight on the back foot, then chucks it forward. But he does it so in a way where it's predictable. Let's go back to the top now. Now again, see when he goes ahead and throws it, you know, Devin Haney sees it coming from a mile away. Very, very predictable. Very, very predictable. I feel like he said, he's got to work on that footwork. He's got to work on that footwork. I'm going to make my own video what I suggest and how he's doing it. When I talk about Regis throwing that predictable jab, is that he's pushing off the back leg too much. So when you throw a jab, let me go ahead and show you. Just like that. See, you're kind of coming in, but let me do it slow-mo now. So, you know, you're coming in when you go for a jab. You know, your opponent's there, you go like that. So what Regis does is he's leaning too far on his back leg and then coming for the jab. So I'm gonna do it fast and then I'll slow it down for you. So this is fast, like that. And then I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again, like that. Now I'm gonna slow it down for you. This is what he did all night. So this is a slow-mo. Just like that. So let me do it again. So he's here, locks back, lunges forward, brings his jab. A lot of the times he didn't even move his front foot here. So a lot of times he didn't even move right here. So he would sit right there and just go, come back, and then stay right there, break no distance. So how I do my jabs, coming in here, just like that. And I like to lock this leg in, because that leg is when I meet contact, I'm kind of pushing off that leg, off of this leg. So I'm more in the front there. So let me do it slow-mo. So it's like that, I connect, push off my leg. So this is another thing that I did not like about Regis Prograis. You know, he kept his hands down a lot, even though he was getting hit. And another thing, you know, in this game, you got to make it a dogfight. Regis Prograis should have broke that distance, fought in the inside, because that right there is not gonna work with Devin Haney. He's too smart, he's too elusive, and he's fast, man. He's fast not only with his hands, he's fast with his feet. You know, I feel like Regis had to work on his jab a little more, double it up, triple it up. That's what you're gonna have to do with somebody like Devin, especially if you're not as fast. Look, see, you throw that jab in there, but you go backwards. You're not breaking the distance. You know, you need to 2-3 jabs at that time. You know, keeping your hands down like that. You know the man's fast. Keep your hands up, man. High guard. You know, high guard. But when you're high guard, you got to be careful with those bodies. So, I mean, you just got to be aware of who you're fighting and what they're good at. And Devin Haney is, you know, I give it up to Bill Haney and his team, man. He did really good. of watching tapes with Regis Prograis. I can tell you that, because there's a lot of flaws in his games. I mean, we're talking about a WBC champion of the world, so he must be doing something very, very good. And at the end of the day, you know, people get older, and they don't perform as well as they used to, you know. And so I feel like he's got to work on a lot of footwork. And the best way I work on footwork is pretty much jump roping, working on foot techniques and stuff like that. And that's the best way to work on footwork. So let's keep doing the breakdown here. So here we have Devin Haney going for a feint, then he goes for the body. And that's the thing. A lot of the times is when you're gonna throw something is to set the next thing up. Most of the time when you're gonna throw a double jab or a triple is just to set what's coming next. Regis Prograis would do one thing, throw a single jab or something different, but he never broke the distance. He never went for the body, really. It's almost like he was scared to come in. Almost in boxing, it's all mental at the end of the game, at the end of the day, too. We all know you're in there with a fighter. You're in a fight. Devin Haney is controlling the fight. And if Devin Haney is controlling the fight and the other guy is not even being that aggressive, guess what? He's going to keep it like that all night. And if the other guy steps it up, Devin Haney's going to step it up. But if Devin Haney is in control of the fight, guess what? He's not going to step it up. He's going to do just enough. And you want me to tell you why he's going to do just enough? Because if he steps it up, guess what? Regis Prograis is going to fight for his goddamn life at that point. And he's not going to fight like right there. He's going to be forced to throw those hands. And he's going to be forced to throw haymakers. And he's going to be forced to go in the inside. Devin Haney doesn't want that. He wants to fight on the outside. Again, this is not the type of fight that we saw that night. What we saw that night was Devin Haney in control of the fight. Regis Prograis got handicapped. He did not step in. Like right there, he is not stepping in. You see, it's like if you were to draw a line with those two guys that Devin Haney keeps that distance, Regis Prograis follows. And anytime he comes in, Devin Haney either says, back the fuck up, don't do this, don't do that. So at the end of the day, like I said, it must be a dog fight. Because if not, you're going to get controlled by the man who's setting the pace. And who's setting the pace right now is Devin Haney. With what? His speed, the way he moves, those feints. You see, he's feinting in there. He's feinting. He's actually throwing, breaking distance, but he leaves really fast. He'll come in, do what he has to do, back up out the way. And he's still countering because Regis just keeps his body inside with no response to a punch. He comes in a lot of times with nothing. So what I mean by he comes in with nothing is a lot of the times that he just brings his body in and doesn't even throw a jab. For instance, let's keep a look. See there, he threw a jab, but right now he threw his body in there. He's not throwing nothing. So that's exactly what I mean. He comes in and doesn't even throw, like, you have to throw something. You're in the inside. That's your chance to throw something. So I don't know what was going on. And to me, this was one of the most exciting fights that I was pretty excited since Terrence Crawford, to be honest with you. Because Tank, Ryan, all those guys, I have not been liking these fights. But this was one I was very excited. And I don't know, man. It was just such a shutout, man. I was very, very disappointed. And all I kept saying, just like everybody else, like, come in the inside. Go in the inside. Do something. Like Like I always say, you're getting hit already, man. You're already getting hit. Fuck it, risk it to get the biscuit, son. Get in there. Take some shots. You see, look at the way Devin Haney moves right there. He ducked under there like Floyd Mayweather did in the prime, man. You know? And just did whatever he wanted with Regis. Like, look at that. Just smooth. But at this point, we're 11 rounds. You know, Regis been chasing him all night. So, you know, got to give it up to champions, man. At the end of the day, it's hard work being in those rings. You know, these guys do risk their lives, and we have to give them props at the end of the day. Regis, if you ever see this, man, for real, keep your head up. You're going to do good, and that's what champions are for, man. Keep your head up. And Devin Haney, you did a great-ass job. Man, spectacular work, man.
And the new WBC Super Lightweight Champion of the World, Devin the Dream Haney.
Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you can help out the channel.